The deficit. It's like the weather. Everybody talks about it, but nobody does anything about it. Last week on Capitol Hill, there was more talking.
The third best option is the one we tried on Friday, which said we're going to reduce spending some.
But in the end, not much doing, even though it is truly a bipartisan challenge.
So from my point of view, it's really the responsibility of Congress and administration to make sure that they're getting us on a sustainable path on fiscal policy.
The U.S. government has been running a deficit for over half a century now.
The U.S. has run a budget deficit practically every year in the last 50 years, no matter if you've had a Republican or a Democrat president or whoever's been in Congress. The attitude has come to be of policymakers that deficits don't matter.
And we're told the time is getting short to make some changes.
We're a rich country and we've got time to deal with it, but we need to do some things in the next few years to change that trajectory. And I think that's going to be very important.
Pretty much everyone knows that those changes are going to require addressing some thorny issues like entitlements.
This has been just a mystery to me as to why it is that the public doesn't want to hear more about what we're going to do to try and solve the long-term debt situation in this country. You know, it gets back to ultimately the entitlement programs mixed with our demographics in this country. What you have is a system where the Medicare system is almost 50% underfunded, meaning that the taxes and the premiums that go in only cover about 50% of the program, times 10,000 every day. And that just keeps digging your hole.
There are always good reasons not to get to the tough ones, the ones that in the end really matter. But leaders of global Wall Street like Jamie Dimon see the looming deficit as a real storm cloud on our economic horizon.
The fiscal money being spent is so big, largest in peacetime ever, America and kind of around the world, with already very high deficits.